Seems like the measles outbreak is in the rearview mirror for the most part, and we are emerging from flu season as well. Still a lot of stuff out there, though, to make the kids sick. And Dr. Cindy Running is a pediatrician from North Shore Pediatrics with Children's Hospital of Wisconsin, here to talk about what's going around right now. Nice to see you, Doctor.
Great, you too.
Okay, so measles, are we done with that?
Hopefully for now. There's not been any new cases reported recently, but always good to check and make sure that you're covered.
All right, well, let's move on to what is going around right now. Flu season, boy, we had a real bad spike, and then it seems to be petering out. Is that what you're seeing in your area?
It is, yes, and that's typical of this time of year. We usually do see the influenza itself go away. The other viruses are kind of sneaking up on us now.
What about stomach flu, though? That's something, I guess that's not really the flu, but everybody calls it the stomach flu, right? I know that's going around. My kids at school, they got people dropping like flies.
Right. That's very, very common right now. We're seeing a lot of it. So the biggest thing is make sure that you're washing your hands to prevent everything, and then watching for dehydration. Make sure that you're getting the fluids in your kids as good as you can.
You know, when you watch these things run through a household, is it possible that different kids have different symptoms of the same virus? So one gets the vomit and one gets something else?
Absolutely. That happens all the time. So some kids will just get pain with it, and then others it's vomiting and diarrhea. Parents can do the same thing.
It's good times when that happens, right, at the house. How about the common cold? Anything you're seeing with that? That's still going around?
Right. Always this time of year we see a lot of those upper respiratory infections. And so those, you feel miserable, but just make yourself comfortable. Make sure you're lots and lots of fluids and watching for other symptoms as well.
When is it time to call the doctor in association with something like that maybe starts as a cold?
Right, so you can have low-grade fevers with colds, and that's okay, but if that fever is getting a little higher, if it's lasting more than 3 days, then we definitely want to see you back in the office.
All right, strep throat. Now that's a bacterial infection, right?
Right.
So that's a little bit different than all this, but that usually is associated with a really, really sore throat.
Right, it can. There's some kids that sneak up on us, and it can just present as stomach pain or headache. And may or may not have a fever. It usually does. And so that's something, if it's going around your school, which it is going on around a lot of schools right now, let us know. We're always happy to see you too.
How is that passed on?
That one is spread like really close contact and everything. It's one that if you do get it, we ask you to stay home from school for 24 hours because you are contagious, and then you can go back after your antibiotic is in your system. All
right, and that's something you pretty much can't get. I mean, I suppose you can get better eventually on your own, but we don't want to go that way with it. That one you need the doctor for, right? If you suspect that. There's
actually long-term side effects of not treating strep infections, and that's what we worry about the most. The sore throat goes away, but it can cause issues with your heart and your kidneys if it's not treated.
Don't want that. We'll take the antibiotics.
Yes.
All right, doctor. Thanks so much for being here today. And health resources online. You can even download a new free app from Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. If you head to our website, tmj4.com, we set up a link for you there.